Hello guys, this is Mapper Skool and we will continue with the very basic by clicking on new map and start all over again. Now the first thing I look here personally, there is a grid and it's important that you can, I'm going to zoom with the mouse wheel, you can zoom and you see here it says 32 MB, 32 mapping units. And if I click the brackets on my keyboard, I need to show what the bracket is. These are the brackets. I'm changing it to more. 1024 units is the biggest and can go to 1 unit. Now, it starts with 32. 64 units is a unit that is it's like a narrow corridor where the player can pass. 128 units, usually it's bigger corridors where you have some big doors in Doom and they fit exactly 128 units. And you have some smaller textures that fit 64 units, and depends on how big you want the room to make. So I will start. I want to show you the visual editor so that I can configure something. I will start by making box 256. I change the. Oh, I want to say something. Right now, by default, Doom Builder has a snap to grid. So if my grid is 128, I right click here and the drawing snaps to grid. If I change, it's going to snap here. If I put it very small, it's going to be. But you can also disable it somehow. I think I still haven't seen how you can disable it. There is a button somewhere or an option to disable it. But anyway, we'll check this later. Also, with the arrow keys, you can move around. That's also important. If you are a beginner, you can go around and draw stuff. And with your mouse, you can draw. But I have to show you what are you drawing. Okay, I have to cancel everything and show you. There are some buttons here. The important are these four and this thing. I need to see this make sector mode. Oh, and brightness mode. I haven't used those ones. You can change the brightness from the sector mode. I need to check them later. But usually I use those three and this. This is the vertices mode. We are on the vertices. But it draws line because there is... You cannot draw individual... vertices, lines and sectors are at this point... If you draw something, it's always gonna draw line. Because the important shapes of Doom, the important data structures are the sectors, are the enclosed polygons. So you can start with any of this. I start with the sector mode. And now you can make something. You can make weird things. You know. And the thing mode I just clicked, you can place... It starts with the player stats. I'm gonna show you one more thing. Now, if I run this, if I test it, see, that's my map here. My crappy 1994 map. And I want to show you a few things with that. But okay, now when it's on thing mode, you move the mouse and it highlights all the things, and with your right button here, you can edit various things about this thing. You can even change it to be a monster, to be a weapon, anything. I pressed escape now. Now with right mouse button, it's adding a new one, and you can add a monster, for example. You can go over and press the delete on your keyboard and delete it. You can add it again. If you added something, now it's the same. And you can right click. Okay, right click, okay. I used to have my hand on the escape key so that I can do right click escape to add many. Well, I want to say recently I found there was an option. Let's talk about this too. I mean, I have so many. I scrapped my last video again because I was going out of the things I want to talk. There is an editing. Let's find it. Edit things properly when inserting a new thing. I prefer to have it off because now I can right click. Ah, hold on. Oh, you can also press the insert key. Maybe it's easier. Ah, also, you see everything is snapping into grid. If you would remove the grid, you can be more precise. Yeah. With the hold left mouse button, select and delete. So that's an option. Yeah, I remember. For years, I would right click or even insert, and I have the window to pop up. So if I wanted to spam the keyboard and add 1,000 barrels, of course you can add a line of barrels. Select it, Control C, Control V, copy paste it many times. So now the other thing I got to show. Okay, by the way, there are a lot of controls. We will go gradually to describe them. There is the visual mode. This is an important mode on Doom Builder. In most editors, you will edit a map and then you have to test it on the real thing. But if you want to test your map visually, but there is no gameplay, you just fly around. Okay, you press W. It brings you a bit outside. Now, instead of WASD, they use ESDF, which is nearby W. You move around. I'm in the big box now. Now, somewhere out, yeah, see, this is the outside, this is the inside. And now you can see the player. And I will explain a lot of things in this visual editor in the future. Now, press again W. Let's go here. Whatever, to escape. One more thing. If you make a big map and you want... If I press W now, I'm outside and I'm like, where is the thing I want to edit? Of course, if I move, maybe I want to move close the player. If I press W, escape. If I press it back, it remembers the position. But if you make a very big map, it might be hard to find where to go. Because I think if you go up, you can see things from up. Sometimes you don't. And there is a special thing. Maybe I want to start from not the player, but the visual editor. There is a visual mode camera. So you can place it. And now you start from here. Now I move to the player. Now see, it moved. Now it's here. I can put it here. What happened? What the hell? Now I'm in the box. Now, of course, at the end of the map, you might have to remember to delete it. No. That was the you might have to remember to delete it because this is not a part. It uses type 32,000. There are various types, you know, player 1, type 2, type 3, 68, 64, 3000 something. All these monsters have a special index. And this thing doesn't exist in Doom. And I think, let's run JZ Doom. No. I think, just to show you, I'm going to run QWERTY. This is the map. Do I have Peer Boom here? Peer Boom Plus. I press Control Enter on Total Commander. It doesn't matter if you're not using Total Commander. Ah, okay. I might not be able to. Oh, maybe Chocolate Doom even. QWERTY what? Maybe it will crash. I don't know. So here I am. Oh, why am I slow? Ah, you don't see it. Okay. Forget about it. It's just that this visual editor thing, it's good to delete it at the end if you want to publish your map. If you want to use it to position your camera so that the visual editor, you don't, when you press the visual editor, teleport something far, far away and you're like, where is the place I wanted to edit? I will delete it now. Because I remember I was forgetting in some words and there was a big question mark when I loaded the word in a certain port. Instead of a thing there was a question mark there, like this is invalid. But it doesn't matter. So I wanted to show you this. Okay, the thing was now I can select. See on the lower left you see some information. But I cannot select lines. If I use the lines, I can select individual lines. And you see on the lower side you can see the texture. You can right click. I will explain this in a later and change the textures. You can change some other things. There are various settings and actions. I will have to explain this gradually. And if you press the vertices, you see the position of the vertices. You can just move the vertices. Now if you click on the line, you move the line, but you move it as a line. You move 2 points. And if you change this, you can find, if you do that, it snaps weirdly. That could create a problem there. And with sectors, you can see the sectors. So you can, if you edit the sector with right click always you go into this menu, you can change the floor and ceiling texture. You can put another, maybe put this crappy one. Maybe for the ceiling put, there's, oh, now see, it has it categorized. If you want everything, you click on all. But you can use the category. You know, the F underscore sky is a special one. This is if you want the sky. And now this shows you some crappy texture, but in reality it will, if we run it, it's gonna be the sky. And down our texture. And also, you see, the floor height is 0, the ceiling height is 128. If you click this, you move it into units of 8. Units of 8 are very common. Some stairs have unit 8, 16 or 24. There are the smaller textures sometimes have 8 texture height. So it's just a convention. But you can say, okay, no, I want to end 77. You have full control of that. Now you changed it. It goes minus. It's better that your ceiling height is higher than your floor height, else I don't know what will happen. I'll put it to 56. Also, you can see it on the editor, this is higher now. In the future, I'll show you how you can edit this in the editor. You can edit the height in the editor, or the floor. I'll show you in the next lesson. So now, you have a higher room. And that's how you control the vertices, you move the vertices. You could even select vertices, they are red now, and move all of them. Control C, Control V. Oh, but see that's not right. Because now you have the vertices. Undo because bad things will happen. One way is to select the lines, Control C, Control V. That might work. I think it will work. Oh, that might still not work. Ah, there is a sector. See, we forgot to move. We move this. Also, you can move the sector. Maybe the best is to move the sector. Sector 1, sector 2. Control C, Control V. Sector 3. That's the other sector. That's the other sector. 3 copies. So you can do all these kind of things. Now, I don't know what the difference with the brightness mode is. Maybe you can... Ah! That's it. Hold right. Ah! I should have used that. See, it even gets darker. You hold the right mouse button and you move up and down and you change the brightness. The brightness goes from 0 to... Let's put brightness 0. It's dark as fuck. I didn't know. I used to... I'm such an idiot. Full brightness. It's bright as day. Usually this has brightness 192. Usually they use brightness 192 for a default value. This is good because you know what I used to do. I was using to use the sector mode, right click and change brightness. And then right click on that and change brightness. God damn it, I didn't know that. I didn't know the basics. See, I'm also learning. Because now here you hold the right mouse button and you even see. Because I used to split sectors. I'm gonna show you this how you do it in the future. I used to split sectors. Okay, now you see the brightness option. It's important. And I used to be like, let's make this 192. Let's make this 160. Let's make this. No. And I could have 20 sectors and do it one by one. You can use this. Okay. Tack, 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 tack. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's use the thing, move the player there. So much time wasted. There are things, sometimes I'm using tools and I don't learn everything. I just say, okay, I want to map. Now I'm learning with you. Can you believe it? I'm learning with you. This is dark, you see. This is a dark corner. Not so dark. I will show you much later how you split sectors. There are a lot to learn. The brightness mode, man. And how about make sectors mode? Right click. Okay, hold on. I'm on a sector mode. Make sectors mode. What? Hold on. Sector 1, 2. I need to see what that does. Edit sector. If I click, it does this flash. Oh, I know what that is. There are a lot of things I need to explain. Usually the sectors are made automatically, but okay, let's make this is a new sector now. When you close a polygon, it's a new sector. Let me show you very briefly. And this linedefs, say my front side where you see this nudge here, it points inward, outwards, outside the other side. These are things I'm going to show you in the future. I just want to show you what this option. But there is no backside. You could select. There is no backside because there is no outside. The outside area is void. So if I made a mistake and if I destroy that, now see, I'm in sector mode. A sector. Where is my sector? I move hover the mouse over and there is no sector. But the make sectors is still it's going to fix it. Pop. Now I have a sector and now there is a front side. It's still sector index 8. I don't know if I had deleted. If I press the delete here, no. If I press the delete, I delete the whole sector. So there are. This is a rare. Sometimes I know. Sometimes your sectors get destroyed. So the lines that have information, I belong to this sector, they lose their information if you do something very tricky. And I had to manually select every line and see I'm going to make it look at the front sector of Basel. But maybe this tool fixes. But yeah, man, the brightness, how did I not know that? And how many more things I don't know. I would manually select, I would split the sector to 50 sectors and I would use the sector mode, right click, change the number, okay, back. And you couldn't even see easily the brightness. You can see in the lower left. Okay, this video is turning long. I have shown you a bit of things you can do, but we are going to go in detail by detail. I think I might start making a map, show you, okay, how can I make a door or make a switch that does something, or how to split sectors, that's one thing. And I'll have to stop with this video and just upload it. It might be longer than I wanted, but there are so many things to explain. Anyway, bye.